Imagine discovering a village, a place that does not exist on any map, a place where time refuses to move, where people sit for hours listening to the wind, where nights stretch endlessly, and where leaving might mean losing the place forever. This is the story of Time Village. There is no village in Gansu land officially called Time Village, at least not on the maps. The name was actually given by me. In my opinion, that is the only name that makes sense, because in this village, time behaves strangely. Here, time slows down. Sometimes it almost stops. Farmers work in the fields, then suddenly decide to sit down and breathe in the autumn wind. And they stay there for hours. No one rushes, no one worries. Eventually, night falls. Jackals howl in the distance. A mother slowly tells her child a bedtime story, taking as much time as she likes. Even the night itself seems reluctant to pass.
Before arriving here, I never understood what a real village was. But Time Village has everything. Tall drumstick trees wrapped in vines, wildflowers along the canals, paper boats floating down tiny streams, and an ancient banyan tree where people gather to sing. But my favorite thing in the entire village is a small wooden boat. It has no engine, no technology, yet whenever I sit in it, I feel no desire to return to the world I came from. A world that is now nothing but ruins. In the Gansu land I left behind, the year is 3054. Villages do not exist anymore. No one even knows what a village is. We live in numbered sectors. My home is in sector 10513. My wife Marini lives there. So does my daughter Irina. Sometimes I feel the urge to return to them, but I cannot, because the portal that brought me here has disappeared.
A year ago, my quantum bubble spectrometer detected something unusual in the ruins of old Gansuland. A tiny black door. At first, I thought it was just another space portal, so I stepped inside. Moments later, I found myself standing under a massive tree in heavy rain. When I turned around, the portal was gone. In front of me were endless green trees. That was the first moment I saw Time Village. The villagers welcomed me. Their kindness kept me here. They grow their own food. No food printers, no artificial nutrition, just plants growing from soil. And the taste is better than anything in the year 3054. I even learned to fish with a boy named Ratan. When we caught 2 tiny fish together, I felt a rush of happiness stronger than anything technology had ever given me. Maybe this is what life used to feel like? One day, I asked Ratan something important. What lies beyond this village? He shrugged. Nothing. I laughed. Every place has an edge, so we decided to walk and find it. But something strange happened. After walking for hours, we returned to the exact same place we started, as if the entire village existed inside a curved space, like a tiny black hole. Perhaps that was why time moved so strangely here. That night, Ratan came to my door. He whispered, "Let's go see a ghost." Apparently, there was an abandoned room near Kashinath Temple. People believed anyone who entered never came back. We walked through the dark fields. Jackals watched us with glowing eyes. An owl turned its head slowly as we passed. Finally, we reached the temple. Inside the ruined room, my device suddenly began to beep. There was an anomaly here. I lifted the lantern. and saw another door.
Behind that door was the portal, the same smoky black doorway I had entered a year ago. Rattan shouted, "Don't go in! That's the ghost door!" But I already knew what it was. Then I heard something faint, a voice. My daughter, Irina. She was saying, "If necessary, I will search the entire galaxy to find my father." Hearing her voice, I knew I had to return. Before stepping into the portal, I gave Rattan a diary. Inside it were stories of my world. Perhaps one day he would understand them. Or maybe not. That was fine. Not everything needs to be understood. I smiled at him. This ghost is a good ghost. Then I stepped into the darkness. Sometimes I imagine the villagers sitting beside the pond at sunset, talking about the mysterious traveler who disappeared. Maybe someone believes Rattan's story. Or maybe he never tells anyone about the strange midnight adventure. And somewhere, in a forgotten corner of space and time, Time Village still waits, where time moves slowly, and perhaps never moves at all.